February 15th, 2021. So excited. So Amy Gardner, here, 3-star director, champion, and
Jessica Gordon, director with Champion as well.
yay, awesome. So tonight we are talking about um, time management. And so we're actually going to go over with you all the having a power hour. And it's like a daily power hour now, but you can definitely split this up. It doesn't all have to be in 1 hour. So it could be like because if you're like me, like and have little kids at home, then you don't always have a whole hour that you can just go and like devote to the hour, but you can have like 15 minutes here or there, or like 2 30-minute times, right? So I like to split mine up into 2 30-minute times because there's at least 30 minutes in the morning where my son is um, busy, and then there's another 30 minutes in the afternoon where I have I have the time as well. So don't get scared about the hour thing, because you can definitely split it up and make it um, workable for you and your schedule. So why do you want to have a power hour? It's because you develop good habits when you have your power hour. And the secret to success is doing this. And so like these are different steps that you are going to use, and you're going to hear and you're going to know, oh yeah, that's why it's the secret to success, because these are all things that you need to do right at a regular basis. And it encourage you to have something to do on a daily basis as well, and to take action for your business. All right, so Jessica's actually going to go over the actual power hour. So go ahead, Jess.
All right, so let me, I'm gonna share my screen. Can you guys see that? Can you see it? Okay, so like Amy said, I recommend as well doing this, 5 times a week, an hour a day. And like she said, you can split them up, whatever works for you. Now for me, I have older children. So I would probably, I do mine 1 hour at a time. I go to my office or a room that's next to me, and I take that hour, and I don't want any interruptions at all. Okay, so for me, that works for me. But like Amy says, if you have little kids or other things going on, breaking it up into 15-minute intervals, or doing 2 30-minute intervals is fine too. So we are going to go over the 4 power hour categories that we recommend doing. And the first one is for host coaching. So as we go through each of these categories, what Amy and I are going to do for future hot topics, we are going to actually dig into each of these topics a little bit more and spend 30 minutes on each one. Okay, so, but for tonight, for purposes because of time, we are going to just briefly go over the categories with you guys first. Okay, so for host coaching, and like I want to share with you guys something. Okay, I use sticky notes. All right, and you may hear them falling off my computer right now. See, so these help me. And so if I'm doing, when I do my 15-minute categories here, what I do is write what I'm going to do for the day on my sticky notes. Okay, so for like host calls. All right, so what I have here is I am going to follow up with my host, right? I'm going to check in with them to see how many party guests they're having come into their party. All right. I'm also going to send them, I know we're doing Facebook parties right now, so this is going to be geared more to doing our virtual parties. Okay, guys. So I'm going to send them some word choices to also use to personally invite their guests to the party. Okay, so we want to make sure we're following up with them, asking them how many guests they have, right? You want them to reach that 20 so they can get that gift from you, right? And then you're also going to ask them to personally message each one of those guests before the party, okay? And then you're going to go over the host goals, all right? So, what is their goal? Why do they want to host a party? Do they want the modular mate set? Do they want a shopping spree? So it's good to go over those things before the party starts. Okay. So that's your first 15 minutes. All right. So then we're going to move over here to your recruiting calls, like, right? The one that we really, really love. I love recruiting calls. All right. Or your recruiting follow up. All right. So these are people that have expressed interest maybe in your parties. What I do is, like I said, I use sticky notes and I might write my recruit leads on these, or if you keep a journal, that works too. So you're going to spend 15 minutes following up with those recruit leads. Okay. And then, like I said, next week, I believe we are going to do a full 30 minutes on recruit training. All right. So be sure to come back next hot topic Monday night and we'll dig more into like word choices and things like that. So these would be your discount divas, your maybe the people that you feel would be great doing what you do. Okay. Maybe they don't see it yet, but you can see it. Okay. So you're going to spend 15 minutes doing those recruiting calls. All right. And then next, it's going to be up here. I kind of jumped around. Your customer calls. All right. So I'll admit to you guys, this is probably my weakest point. All right, is my customer follow up. But what I recommend doing in that 15 minutes is, you know, before the party, you know, reminding them that the party is going to start, and you can even send them a private message as well. Okay. After the party. So after the party, after they place their order, you want to thank them for placing their order. Okay. And we'll have word choices. Actually, I think I'm going to give them word choices now, right? Are we doing that? Give it to them now. Yeah. Okay. Let me give you guys my word choices for that now. Okay. So if you have some pen and paper next to you, I will say these slowly for you guys so you can write them down. So this is what I recommend for your customer follow up. Okay. So before the party, I'm just going to use Amy's name as well. All right. So this is what I should just say. Hi, this is your Tupperware girlfriend reminding you of Amy's party tonight. Invite 2 friends and get a gift. Really easy, right? So that's what I recommend sending to your guests before the party for your help your host. Okay. And then after they place their order, this is Jessica, your Tupperware girlfriend. Just wanted to say thank you for attending Amy's party, right? It's so nice to have friends and family support each other. Enjoy your new Tupperware when you receive it. All right, we're making those connections, right? I love it. Relationship building. It's the first thing we always got to remember about our business is those relationships, okay? So this is a great way for you to connect to those customers at the party. And then number 3 is after their order arrives. This is probably where I need a little bit more I got to do better at this. So, hi, this is your Tupperware girlfriend, Jessica. Just checking in. All right. How's your new Power Chef? Something that they ordered, okay, from the party, that you ordered from Amy's party. All right. So that starts the conversation, right? And then as you're talking, this is what's great about this, guys. As you're talking with them, you know, they may have been a little shy about joining your VIP group or maybe liking your business page. This is a great opportunity as you start talking to them. You're going to listen, you know, to maybe how you can help them even continue solving those problems. And a lot of times I add them to my VIP group. All right, because either A, they want more sales, they may want some more recipes. So this is a perfect opportunity to friend them on Facebook and add them to your VIP group. Okay. And then the 4th one is personal growth. And you know Champion, right? We do a lot of training. It's good training. I'm not saying it's a lot, it's good. Training. So this is personal growth is for you, 15 minutes. Now, I know for some, we like reading books, right? We connect with books and reading. So a great one for this one, if you're available Monday at, I think it's 9:30 a.m. every Monday morning, Champion has a book club. All right. And if you go into Champion team group, if you click that events tab, you are going to see where it is, the information for the book club. Okay. So that's every Monday. They are recorded, I believe, right, Amy?
Yes.
So you could always go back and watch it later as well. Okay. And I know other personal growth. Lynn, yes, Lynn has training. I believe it's on the first weekend of March. And to earn your spot, all you need to do is add a recruit. All right. So this is personal development for you. She's amazing. She knows everything about, you know, anything virtual. All right. She always got great tips for us. So I highly recommend getting your recruit in by the 24th so you can be a part of that training. Okay. That personal growth for you. That's time for you. All right. And then the other one is we were talking at the beginning is Dana, right? Dana.
Yeah.
Hers is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Okay, well, there is a special group on Facebook that we have created. It's only $10, and she's going to do 3 special trainings for us. She's already done one. So if you're not part of the group yet and you want to be a part of it, make sure you reach out to your recruiter or your director, and you can actually jump in now. All right, she's going to have 2 more. All right, so it's really important to take that time for yourself to grow personally. So yeah, so those are the 4 things that I recommend during your power hour. And like I said, Amy and I are going to dig into these more in the next 3 hot topics, I think. So be sure to tune in as well in the next coming Mondays, okay? All right, Amy, now talk about the double power hour.
Awesome. Yes. So if you want more out of your business, and you can add an additional power hour, which in this power hour you would call your team members. All right, so those that you have brought into the business with you, and you talk with them and ask them what their goals are, and not only that, but work on your goals together. So you guys both have like your own goals, but you do it together because everything's better with a buddy, right? Um, and just imagine what your business would look like after a month of doing this, of doing your power hour. And uh, for for the more as well, get on to Pam's um, Monday night thing. It's the first Monday of the month, and it's more money, right? Is that what it's called? Make more money, or more money Monday, something like that.
Yes.
So, but she's amazing at doing what she does and teaching it to all of us. And so on that Monday night, that's all about the more. And so now, right, you need some TNT today, not tomorrow. All right, the present, not yesterday or tomorrow, is a gift. So your moments are now. Start now. So excited, and I really hope that this helps us all. I do want to add a little bit to the 15-minute thing. So piggyback a little bit on Jessica's, and I love to listen. So like, okay, so some of these things, some of these trainings, they do cost some money, right? But there are plenty of trainings out there, and even if you just listen to motivational speakers like on YouTube, go find them and listen to them. That's always helping. That always helps, just to listen to motivational speakers. And like, I've listened to a lot of Zig Ziglar. If you can listen to him, I highly recommend it because he's really good too. And even on podcasts, I think those are free podcasts. So you go on podcasts and listen to Rachel Hollis. She's really good as well, as Zig Ziglar, and John Gordon is also another one. And if you really want a good book to sit down and read, uh the the Energy Bus by John Gordon is really, really good as well. Um and you can actually get those books at your libraries. So if you have a library card, I would look into that. And just because the libraries aren't open doesn't mean you can't get the virtually. So I would always do that. Just a little another way to motivate yourself with those books. Um, Candy says that Chris Farley, does Chris Farley count as a motivational speaker? Well, sure. What is that movie he did? I don't know. The one where he sold stuff. I guess he was motivational in that movie, right? There you, you're so funny, Candy. All right, so we're going to take questions now. If you have any questions.
Okay, so I have a question. If you, sorry, it's Rachel. If you
Us-
do the, hey, thanks for joining so and so's party, invite however many friends and get a free prize, how do you make sure that person has done that?
I guess it's an honor system.
Okay.
So you just, they can tell you who they invited, or you can notice, actually you can see when they invite people and they join who invited who to the groups.
Okay, but you could just be like, let me know when you've done that. Okay,
Yes, definitely.
cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I usually have a place in my parties when I welcome the new members to, if you invite somebody, tag the people you invited. So
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thanks, Diane.
We have a question in the chat, Amy,
Okay.
from Jennifer. How often do you do the power hour?
So the power hour you should do daily, but it doesn't have, but it can be split up. So like you can do those whenever you have time. So actually, whenever in the mornings while I'm getting ready myself, I listen to books or motivational speakers most of the time. Sometimes I put on music, but that's also motivational.
Great. Okay. I have another question. What do you usually do in the 15 minutes for personal development?
So that's what I do. I listen to books on tape or motivational speakers. I have Amazon Prime Unlimited music, so I listen to Zig Ziglar a lot, and I can probably repeat a lot of his things. So, but yeah, or like in the car, you can listen to it in the car. When I would go to meetings, I would put in tapes or CDs and listen to those while I am driving, because it would actually be like almost like it was 45-minute drive. So, but yeah, listen to anything whenever you have time.
All right. Does anyone else have any questions?
I just, I guess I've had trouble. I started out really good, but I was kind of like, I don't know, I was totally focused. And then when school started, because I started Tupperware in June, I think it was. And then when school started, because I do my primary job is I do special education advocacy. So I am like crazy busy with that. So I guess my thing that I have discovered is it is very hard to be part-time with Tupperware. You know what I mean? Because there's so many things that you have to do, so many follow-ups, so many, it's like, I mean, even just trying to get organized as what I can do here, and you know what I mean, like separate. And I know I'm not the only other person that works full time. I know that. I just haven't got it hasn't clicked yet, I guess, for me, if that makes sense. So any advice as far as like prioritizing, like what to focus on? Number one, I will say, the shipping delay was so discouraging for me, especially just getting started. And, it just was really, really discouraging. So I kind of, be honest, I kind of, I don't want to say I stepped away, but I just didn't, I couldn't ask people to buy things when they weren't going to get them. You know what I mean? So anyway, anyway, do you have any advice as far as like prioritizing what to do? What's the very first thing you should do to kind of break that up? Sorry, that was a very long
No,
question.
that's okay. No, no,
So
no, no,
sorry.
that's fine. That you are completely okay. So, I recommend writing down a list. So whenever, prioritize by what you want to have done, So, what is it? First of all, actually, first, I would write down my goal. What is your goal? What do you want? Do you want more from this business, or do you want it to just be the part-time business that, you know, or do you want to eventually step away from your full-time and have this be your full-time? So I guess that should be your the first thing that you do is recognize what you really want from it, and
Mhm.
then write down a list. And on your list, don't just put things that like you need to do for Tupperware, but put on that list your things that you need to do at home as well, and for your other job. And then just um, I always have like my calendar with me, and so that way I can I can write things down in my calendar. And you don't want to just have you want to have like two calendars. I recommend two. I recommend having your phone. Okay, you can have your phone and then have one that you write on. So um and sync them, all right, so that they're all together. And
Mhm.
definitely make sure your family is in on your list. Okay, so because I know your family is a big part of this, yes. um and um and then go from there, and like put do things on your list as you can. You don't want to overwhelm yourself either, so because if you're overwhelmed and you're stressed out about it, then you're going to be like, ugh, I can't do this. And
Mhm.
nobody has fun being stressed out. You want to have fun because that's what this is about, right? It's about having fun, loving what you do, and showing that to others. And you can do this, and there are people who have full-time jobs. I don't. This is my full-time job, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it and that it can't be done. So it's a learn like everything else, it's a learning experience. And you have to just um adapt, I guess, to it. But I would definitely take time for you, and for your you well, for your parties, which is another, I guess that's kind of big, huh? But so Jessica, do you have anything you want to add to that? You're on mute.
Sorry, I was saying hi to Pam. Um,
Oh,
yes, actually, that's a great question. I definitely agree with what Amy said. I do that every day. I make my list for the day. I do my family list, my business list, and then my personal list. So, yes. But also with that, I feel that systems are extremely important. So, like we talked about tonight, this is part of a system. Okay. So, starting to implement systems into your business and doing that daily and getting into that routine, you will see a big difference. Okay. Just doing it one day, you may not, or two, but doing it consistently and being persistent about it, you will definitely see a difference. So I highly recommend adding systems to your business, whether that's, what we talked about last week, which was what, Cinch Share. I don't know why I want to say it differently, but that is a system to help you stay organized in your business and also save you time. Okay, Tup Social, that's a system to implement in your business. Okay, so Tupperware has lots of great systems for us that we can already use in our business. Okay, so I definitely recommend finding what works for you and giving it a try and go for it. Okay,
Mhm.
does that help?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Do we have any other questions?
There's a lot
Can
of
I
chatter
actually really quick, can I put my 2 cents in from that one?
Sure. Who's talking?
One of the
Sorry.
things that, one of the things that I do is after my kids are in bed, that's when I follow up with people. So it's not affecting my day job or my life with my kids.
Right.
There you go.
And that's a perfect time too, because I do that too. Sometimes I'm up a little late, right? So,
Yes, me too.
anyone else have any questions? All right, well, we want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. And then we have NCO on Thursday at 7:00. And then we have Tupper Thursday at 8:00 on Thursday. Is there anything else this week that we need to?
Tomorrow night is the mega
Yeah.
party
The mega party.
at
Yes.
8:00.
Invite
So you invite your host.
Yes, invite your host, invite everybody. It'll be great.